welcome to this video. Today we're going to talk about something pretty controversial, something that is about steroids. There is always this hope that maybe the use of steroids isn't that dangerous, and usually the ones that are saying that, you see, I'm taking steroids, it's not that dangerous, are influencers online. This is the ones that we see most, us as, you know, YouTube viewers, watchers. And I want to say basically that most of these influencers said that, you know, steroids can be taken safely. I haven't waited long enough to see that it's not the case, because most of these influencers, as I said, are pretty young. They haven't waited long enough. When you're young and 20 years old, strong, you're gonna resist to taking drugs more than if you're like 60 years old. Someone that is 60, 70 years old, starting to take, you know, pretty hard steroid drugs, might develop a cancer like very quickly. Whether someone in their 20s, it might take, you know, more time to develop. And by this time, these people, you know, create their channels. Some get very popular. People don't even really need to hide the side effects or whatever. They actually might not really feel side effects yet. And the very issue is that we see that big influence where the fact that steroids are very dangerous, but not always from the start, gives this time frame where people can boast about their gains without having the side effects. And, you know, this just contributes. There are obviously many more things that makes it that today there is a big influence towards the use of, you know, steroids in the sport. But this is one of the big things which mostly, in my opinion, affect young people, because they're more likely to be the resistant ones to the drugs, and that aren't gonna feel the side effects yet, and that are gonna do influence and word of mouth to others. People who watch them are more likely to, you know, be tempted to use these things. And it's always more about, in my opinion, young people, I guess, who have less experience in getting in the fitness industry, who follow, you know, the young guys that are competing nowadays, that are 20 years old and taking SARMs. It's very easy to think, well, this might not be that dangerous. In my opinion, this is one of the biggest challenge that we have. It's, you know, the influence that these people can have when they haven't waited long enough, you know, in 10 or 15 years, when they will actually have like massive complications, and the word of mouth that comes of that as well, because yes, there are influencers, YouTubers, etc., who have this bad influence on people, but you know, a lot happens also in word of mouth in everyday life, not, you know, on social media from people who have massive influence. It also happens in the gym at a small local level, where obviously there will be some guy, you know, in his 20s taking steroids, get huge, etc., and his friends will be like, oh, so what's up, what you're taking? And the guy will be like, well, I'm taking this, and the person will be like, so you don't have any side effects, etc. And the person may be like, no, everything is good. And so then the person might be tempted to obviously try as well. And so this is, you know, the word of mouth I'm talking about. And, you know, 2 years later, then the person is like, shit is happening now. And then it's too late, because the other person will have started taking this stuff as well. And so, you know, this is why usually people who take steroids and who claim that it's not really dangerous and that it can be done safely haven't waited long enough to see that it's not true. We even see that with the most popular fitness influencers on YouTube right now. They are not that young, but, you know, 40 plus years old, and you see them basically still healthy after years of steroids. But I wouldn't be surprised that in the 50s, 60s, these people will have massive complications. And if not, they're probably the exceptions to the rule. So that's not everyone as well. We have to remember that. Those who take the drugs and after 2 months they're out, well, they never have time anyway to become famous, because their career is ended. So we don't hear about the people, which are probably 9 out of 10 people, who after 1 month of taking something, they will actually already have, you know, irreversible damages made to them. So now, why did I make this video? I think most of the people who watch this video, mostly in the natural bodybuilding community, already know this. So the goal of this video is just to bring first something that I want to say, because this is something that I've basically always thought. The goal of this video really is to just make, you know, at my scale, the industry a little bit better, and to not only convince the people that could be convinced watching this video, but to ask obviously people that are watching this video to do the same whenever they meet people that are likely wanting to use steroids, or just to convince other people that we also have arguments against steroids and they're probably very important, and so we need to get the word out there. Thanks for watching this video. I will see you very soon again for a new video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did so, feel free to give a like, to share and to subscribe, and I will see you next time.